Okay, cool. Look, can you basically retaliate in any event? Something, essentially retaliate something. Get up, brother. They say that Robinson was killed in a statement. Direct assault, not a mishap. Ben Crump and I sent a letter to President Biden and the Secretary of State Anthony Blinken this week. Basically, Cabo 6 have been cruising near the breeze since their get once again to America diverts out the shackles from Shanquella. Robinson's phantoms have would not extra there. Wrongdoers and plan on following them to the grave on the off chance that the need emerges. The fortifying case from the legitimate group, the battle set up by the lawyers and rising proof against the going with clan of the youthful casualty are not aiding their case at any rate. Shanquella's legitimate group incorporates awful legal counselors, the most conspicuous among them being Ben Crump. This small-time armed force has independently chosen to attack the issue in earnest. The social liberties legal counselor and hard-of-hearing claims master has assumed control over the issues after the U.S. government would not pay heed in any event. When treachery was recognized by the Mexican government where the homicide occurred, the excellent suspects or her companions, a gathering of 6 people who go with this is what her lawful group needed to say regarding those companions. Her companions, they were not her companions, she just knew one individuals that she was with. The other 5 were her movement mates. The group of the casualty close by the legitimate group have made it their great objective to make as much mindfulness about the Shanquella Robinson case by moving toward high-profile legislators and specialists so equity could be brought to the young woman. They have not just requested that the Mexican government uncover some proof through legitimate examinations, yet in addition sent a letter to President Biden as a call for help. In his tweet, Ben said, "We have sent a letter to POTUS and the U.S. Secretary of State itemizing the conditions encompassing Shanquella Robinson's demise in Mexico and calling for conciliatory mediation. Inaction is not satisfactory. Her family merits quick equity. #equity for Shanquella Robinson." The letter had explanations from Ben Crump and Suan, the family's lawyers, mentioning to make a move at the earliest opportunity and consider the lawbreakers mindful. A fan tweeted accordingly saying, "I can't help but concur. Give them all over to Mexico specialists pronto. This has happened for a really long time. These killers are strolling around carrying on with their best lives. This family needs conclusion and Shanquella Robinson needs harmony." That likewise makes us question the need of including the leader of the U.S. in this matter. Well, it appeared to be that states gave no consideration to the Mexican specialists or the families weep for equity. In Shanquella Robinson's mom's explanation, she affirmed that nobody has been captured. Individuals who realized what befell my little girl are carrying on with their lives. They have gotten back to work and my family is left to endlessly hold on to ask for replies. This is what she needed to say regarding the arrangement of equity for this situation. I really want somebody to be captured and I really want equity for my family and Shanquella on the grounds that it's been 5 months and they are here carrying on with their life now. We are know about Cabo 6 Acadia Shanquella as 6 travel mates who went with her to her demise site and returned sound. At first the reason for death was uncovered to her mom as an instance of liquor harming, which was subsequently invalidated when the examination report turned out. In the report it was obviously referenced that the passing was brought about by asphyxia or serious injury to the neck. Furthermore, spinal wounds were likewise detailed. The examination was played out a day after her passing and uncovered the accompanying key focal points. A wrecked neck referenced in the report is medullary in map book separation, serious spinal line wounds, splint constrained injury to her head and a few other disarray in her pelvic district. Moreover, she had erosion rubs all around her body. In the event that isn't sufficient sign of her being set up for homicide, we don't have any idea what is. A couple of months after her shocking demise, a video started to surface via virtual entertainment which filled in as the last nail to the final resting place, putting the link 6 under the locale for homicide. The video involved Shanquella getting thrashed by her alleged companions violently, slaps, punches, kicks, hair pulling and so forth, can be obviously seen from where we derive that Shanquella was severely attacked while traveling in Mexico, potentially per little while before her homicide. Another key focus point was the cameraman asking her in a sarcastic tone, "Shanquella, can you basically retaliate?" to which she bashfully answers, "No." Now that demonstration of fierceness shook isn't something you see consistently. Aside from that, the video likewise explained the sort of poisonous connection she had with her colleagues. Well, in the event that your companions can menace and manhandle you, then, at that point, Who's to say they won't kill you? A shattered fan answered the video saying, "This story is decimating. Tears are gushing in my eyes. Your kid leaves for getaway, is severely pounded into the ground, and others watch and film. How should you? I would believe they all should encounter what my little girl did. They even have a heart. Out and out viciousness and obliviousness we as an African American community are. As of now, survivors of bigotry, however, we fiercely beat and kill our own. I am broken. While the vast majority have been seen identifying and putting the mother-girl pair, there is likewise the rankled tribe that needs the equity framework and the public authority to seriously punish individuals." Being referred to, individuals have been straightforwardly asking President Biden inquiries like, "What are you going to do about Shanquella Robinson's homicide?" It is clear as a day that this case will undoubtedly get such wild responses from the public. What is halting the specialists from capturing the excellent convicts? A genuine rundown has been drafted with the top suspects noted down. Could it at any point get any more straightforward? Discussing suspects, we have our clincher of the rundown, DJ Jackson. The shots in the dark running to you are right. She has been distinguished as the young lady in the video showing Shanquella getting manhandled, so for clear reasons she has been focused on as the main suspect in the Shanquella murder case. Hypotheses about her capture warrant are being given, yet not much can be said about reality and those bits of hearsay. Another talk is in the air that the Mexican specialists have requested for DG to be removed from U.S. to Mexico so that concerned specialists can manage her as per their own state regulations. Dimitri, a legal counselor, likewise communicated his desire to land the suspects in the possession of Mexican experts. Then again, there is no notion about the disposition of the U.S. specialists towards Dejani. Is she being cross-examined? That data has been tossed under the carpet for the present. The family's response at this unfurling was of absolute skepticism and distress. Shanquella's dad, devastated to excess, discussed her movement mates and their profane conduct. He called them out on harassing her as well as quietly watching the scenes unfurl when they might have, on the other hand, stayed away from this lamentable circumstance through and through, and they said, "Better believe it." Why, Bernard Robinson further added, This damages to the koi. She was my lone kid. She had so much going for herself. We feel you, Mr. Robinson. It is difficult in a tiny smidgen to bear the fresh insight about your little girl being killed without a second thought. That also is a youthful, fruitful, exuberant and effervescent young lady like Shanquella. One of her schoolmates remarked on her character, saying she was a famous team promoter with a decent style sense. She possessed a web-based bouquet and kids' hair meshing business while she dealt with finishing her examinations at Winston-Salem State College just before her passing. Unadulterated Aquila, she had the entire world before her. However, because of the mystery witness that the lawful group uncovered, which has truly accelerated the case. So who is this mystery witness? We have all been catching wind of it. Is, in all honesty, the attendant of the house where Quella was traveling and afterward killed. The attendant gave an assertion saying he noticed whenever he first met Shanquella at an evening gathering and said she didn't appear to find a place with the others, saying that she didn't grin and was awkward at the party. He further added that around 2 p.m. the following day he got a text from somebody on the outing saying, "I think my companion has liquor harming and needs crisis administration." A short time later he got a call telling him of Quella's passing. He professes to have been controlled and says with guarantee that the killer is one more lady from the gathering. Alluding to the video spill, he added, "When I saw the video via online entertainment, I understood that essentially Redacted had controlled me with the data she gave of what ended up leaving the country quickly." The acknowledgement that it can happen to anybody and individuals mindful would wander indiscriminately of charges has scoring individuals to the center to such an extent that they have taken to the streets to show fortitude with the group of the person in question and coordinated rallies to come down on the U.S. government. Yet we are as yet hung up on that one inquiry: will Shanquella get equity, or will we keep on seeing fights in court after fights in court? That is all there is to it for now, people. Until next time, farewell.